it's Esme and welcome to summer. It's finally summer here in the UK. Today is actually one of the hottest days of the year, and you know it's warm because I'm wearing shorts today. I'm so used to being at the yard either wearing my breeches or wearing my leggings, but it is the hottest day of the year and I've not really done much and I am just standing here absolutely melting. So I thought, what better day to film my summer barn hacks video, because I feel like equestrians, we always look forward to the summer. Summer comes around and you think there's no mud, it's not cold like it is in the winter, everything's just a lot easier, the horses aren't in as much, they're out in the field. But when summer comes around, there comes the heat, there comes the flies, and there is still a lot to manage and a lot to do when it comes to looking after horses. So I thought I would show you a few of my summer barn hacks. I thought I'd do a little bit of a situation report. So all of the horses are currently back in their stables. I let them out about 5-6 o'clock this morning, so pretty early to beat the heat. Let them out, have their time outside in the field, let them be horses, mucked them out, and they're now back in because it's currently midday and it's around 30 degrees C. I think that's around 90 in Fahrenheit for my US followers. But yeah, it is very warm. I know in some countries everyone's going to be like, that's not even that warm compared to where I am in like Dubai or whatever. Well, here in England, we are not used to the heat. When the sun comes out, everybody is just, it's a big day. But anyway, so the horses are in, chilling in the shade, but I thought I'd do some field checks first. So let's go out to the field and let me show you what you need to do in the summer when it comes to horses that are turned out. We're now in Mickey and Duke's paddock, and something really nice about this field is that there is a lot of shade, which is obviously important when it comes to the summer and it's nice and warm. So we have a field shelter in the back, which obviously gives them shelter. Also when it rains as well, because over here in the UK, it still rains in the summer, quite a bit actually. We also have quite a few trees in their paddock as well. We have some pine trees. I like to call this area sort of the pine forest. So they can stand under the trees as shelter from the sun as well. But also something really important when you're checking your horse's paddocks is the water, because your horse has to stay hydrated. So let's do a little water trough check. Alright, so I have my gardening gloves on, and although nettles aren't a poisonous plant to horses, these nettles by the water trough have been annoying me for so long now, and it's one of those things where it's like, it's not urgent, like Mickey and Duke can drink from the other side and not have to worry about the nettles. But if you didn't know, we have sting nettles in the UK. If you touch them, they sting. So we don't have many things in the UK that are dangerous. I mean, they're not even that dangerous, but they're just a bit annoying. So I thought, you know what, today's the day. We're going to have a good old water trough maintenance. I'm going to remove the nettles around the trough, even though I think it was like, what, 4 days ago I cleaned out the water trough and I gave it a good old scrub and everything. This time of year, algae likes to grow in your water trough or in your water bucket, so you have to clean them out really regularly. If not, your horses are not going to have very nice water. So that's obviously really important because you want your horses to stay rehydrated. But anyway, time to remove the nettles. Alright, so I am just pulling these up by the root, so hopefully next summer they won't grow back. Got to be really careful though, because I don't want to get stung. I probably should have done this with long sleeves, but it's all good. This is actually coming out a lot easier than I thought. When you pull out other poisonous plants such as ragwort that I'll talk about later, I have to use like a full-on shovel to get them out, but look how tiny these little roots are. Easy peasy. Oh, there's some thistles here as well. Casper, one of his favourite foods, this is such a strange thing, is the flowers on top of the thistle, like the little lilac flowers, the purple ones. Don't know why. Obviously finds them quite tasty. Oh my goodness, it is looking so much better now. I'm very happy with the job I have done. There are lots of little spiders, so I don't know if there's like a little spider house going down here. I am very sorry, my dudes. But anyway, no pony noses are going to get stung on my watch now by the stinging nettles. So the next thing I need to do is clean out the water trough. So it's time to tackle the trough. And do you guys want to see inside? I promise it's not going to be the nicest. cam has revealed that the water isn't as clean as it should be, even though I only cleaned it out like 3 or 4 days ago. So it goes to show this time of year there's still a lot of maintenance when it comes to horses. So I have my secret weapons, I have my scrubbing brush, and then I also have my bucket. So time to get cleaning. Alright, so I've had a little look with Trough Cam and the water is a lot cleaner now, ready for Mickey and Duke to go back out later this afternoon when it's a little bit cooler. But anyway, let me tell you a little bit more about the paddock and why it looks like it does. As you can see behind me, Mickey and Duke's field does look a little bit bare. It's a bit like a desert. Now that is actually for a really good reason, because over here in the UK, especially in the summer when the sun is shining, and we also get rain as well because it rains all year round over here, the grass can grow really quickly and that can contain a lot of sugar. Now I have to be really careful with Mickey and Duke's weight management, especially Duke due to his breeding. If he has too much sugar, he can put on weight really easily, and then that sugar can also cause lots of different health problems such as laminitis that we need to be really careful of. So unfortunately we do need to be cruel to be kind. So that is why their field is a little bit barren, but also you need to make sure that you don't starve your horses either. You need to make sure that they do have enough grass, because if not, that can cause things such as ulcers. So with horses, I feel like every single horse owner can relate to this, is that you're always checking your horse's weight for weight management. It's very easy for them, well, especially my boys, to become overweight very quickly, especially in the summer months. So that is why they have electric fencing, so we can restrict the grazing. So if the grass is growing a little bit quicker, we can make the field a little bit smaller and so on. So that is why the field down the bottom has so much grass, because that is the winter paddock that we are currently resting. But grass isn't the only thing that can grow this time of year. You can also sometimes find poisonous plants in your horse's paddock, which is not great, and you have to remove as soon as they crop up. So here we have some ragwort, whatever you want to call it. And normally this is quite easy to see because it has bright yellow flowers, but as you can see, Mickey and Duke's field doesn't have too much grass, so I can find it in the field pretty easily. It's also good to remove it as soon as possible because you don't want it to flower, because then the seeds can spread and then next year you're going to have a lot more. I also have my trusty shovel with me and gloves because don't really want to touch it. It's not very good for your liver. Same for horses. And although horses don't like the taste of it, if they're in a field, for example, like this one, where there isn't too much grass, if they do get very hungry, you know, they can go for a little snack of it. But also if, for example, it's removed and not put in the correct place and dried out, horses can sometimes prefer the taste if it's dried. So I'm going to use my shovel to dig it out, make sure I get the roots, so hopefully it won't grow back next year. Nice roots on that one. Alright, that is the last bit of ragwort in Mickey and Duke's field gone. However, I have just seen something in Casper's field, or on the outskirts of Casper's field, that I should probably remove as well. Sweaty work today. These beautiful flowers here have just started to creep into Casper's paddock. They're kind of in the woodland area on the outskirts, but these actually are called digitalis, or you might know them as foxglove. It's such a shame that I'm going to have to remove them because they are so pretty. You know what? I might cut some up and put them in a little flower arrangement in the house. But anyway, these actually contain a chemical that can affect your heart and horses' hearts if they eat it. So time to get the gloves out again and the shovel and take these away. just enjoying the last little bit of them. It's all right, we've got lots of flowers in our garden, so although it seems a shame to remove them and remove the biodiversity, because obviously all the bees and things like the flowers, we've got a lot of flowers in our garden, so it should be all good. Where do I start? There's so much of it. This honestly has, in the last sort of week, has just crept in. Okay, I'm gonna try using my gloves first. Nice. Oh, there we go. Bump my, oh gosh. Bump my head on the fence. That was a good old root. God, this one's almost as tall as me. What? Oh, look at that. What a pro. Got all the roots up and everything. To be fair, could almost replant them in the garden. Just a reminder to not pick wildflowers or destroy them. The ecosystems need them, unless, you know, they are a health hazard to your animals. But we're very good. We have a lot of wildflowers and things on our land that we keep and are good for the bees. There we go. This is just coming out real easy. Forget the ragwort, that was a pain. I needed a shovel and everything. Oh my goodness. All right, that is the job done. So I'm going to take all of this to the compost heap and dispose of it responsibly. Then it's time to go back to the stables and talk more about my summer barn hacks. So something else that I have to be really cautious with this time of year is Mickey's pink nose. It can be really sensitive, especially to the sun, and can get sunburnt if I don't put sun cream on. Now, this isn't Mickey's favourite thing in the world, but we're going to have to put your sun cream on again, Mix. Hey? Looks like he's falling asleep now, but in a second, I'm sure he won't be. Oh, Mickey, it's okay. Mickey. Good boy, come here. Okay, I'm going to be very gentle. There we go, good boy. Now, I like to use Factor 50. That is also waterproof as well, because Mickey likes to put his nose here, there and everywhere, including when he has a drink as well from the water trough. So just to make sure that it doesn't get washed off, and it's really good to make sure that it's all rubbed in nicely so it works. We can do a little bit on his nostrils as well. What a good boy, look how good he's being. You can tell that, you know, it's not right at the beginning of summer. He's had sun cream on quite a few times already before, over the years as well. Oh, there we go, it's like Mickey makeup, look at that. Nice white snoot. Mickey's cute little pink snoot is now all protected against the sun. Some days, especially if the UV light is a bit stronger and I'm around here, then I will top it up and put a little bit more on at midday. But, oh, you're a good boy, Mix, ready to go out? Good man. Very good boy. Another way to keep your horses hydrated, apart from putting apples in their water, such as I do in Food Battle for apple bobbing, the horses can tell, and that is putting water in your feed. So I have some of Mickey's food here, giving him a little bit of lunch. I'm just going to put some water in and make it nice and sloppy for him. All right, Mickey, you ready for your soup? Mickey soup. Yes, I know, what a good boy. Okay, back. There we go. Oh, he's going to make such a mess of this. His leg is shaking, he's so excited. Oh, Mickey! He's slobbering it all over the place. Mickey, you are making such a mess, my boy. You better lick that all up. Hey? Mickey, you are such a messy eater. Oh my goodness, wait. Should we have some Mickey eating ASMR? Well, there you go, guys. Quite disgusting, I can't lie. What a messy eat. To be fair, it's not the easiest thing to eat. I can't blame you, Mickey. Well, he seems very happy. So, I gave Joey some. How did you get out there, mate? Oh my goodness. He has made... And I thought Mickey was messy. Joey, what is this? This is not good table manners. You've just knocked it out of your bowl. Okay, you lick that up. Well done. Oh, Casper's actually, he's kept it in the bowl. He's got the best table manners, I'd say, out of all of them. The next thing I have is some greenhouse shading. Now, in the summer, especially if your stables maybe have windows or translucent roof sheets, I like to put this on because basically, you know like how a greenhouse works, the light goes in, keeps all the plants nice and warm. Well, sometimes it can get too warm in there, so it's kind of like having some blinds down, but for your horse's window. So I like to spray this on, and then it's really easy to wash off when the winter comes around and you want the stables to be a little bit warmer. This you can buy from most sort of garden centres. It's not in the correct bottle. At the moment it's some glass cleaner, but anyway, I'm just going to spray this on and then hopefully the stables won't get as warm. Sorry, Mickey, you don't have a view in your stable anymore. All of the horses have a salt lick in their paddock. This one's a little bit lower down, so little Duke can reach, but it's really important, especially for horses in work like Joey and Casper, because when I ride them in the summer, often they can get very sweaty and lose a lot of salt, so this can help replenish it into their diet. You can also find that... Mickey! That is the camera. Mickey, I'm trying to do a piece of camera here. Anyway, continuing on, I often find that when horses have a salt lick, because it is a salty taste, they're more likely to drink more, especially out of their water trough. And also, I need to make sure that my horses always have really clean water, because if you know Casper, we always joke that he drinks bottled water only. If he was a human, he would be one of those people who are like, I am not having tap water. But anyway, yeah, salt licks are really important, especially in the summer, to have out in your paddock. I'm now back at the stables, and oh my goodness, I'm so glad our tack room is insulated. It was worth putting all the insulation in because it's nice and cool in here. Next thing that comes along with the summer is flies, and I always feel so bad for the horses when they're out there. They don't have any fly protection on and they have all flies around their eyes, and you can just tell. That's one of the reasons why I got them in today, because they weren't having a good time out there. But anyway, to combat that, I have fly spray. Obviously, everyone knows about fly spray, but my sort of barn hack for this is if you have a horse that doesn't like having fly spray put on them, what you can do is you can put it on a sponge and then wipe it on them, especially on like Casper. He doesn't like having fly spray put around his face that much. Like, he tolerates it, but it's not the nicest experience, and if he does move, it would be really horrible if he got a bit in his eyes or his nose or his mouth or whatever. So if you put a little bit on a sponge, you can wipe it on. You can also get sort of fly gels. They're quite cool. The next thing I also do with fly spray, which not only is good for the environment, but also good for your money, and that is I buy my fly spray in big bottles like this in bulk, which actually ends up cheaper. And then all you need to do is buy fly spray in a bottle once, or you can use pretty bottles like I have done in the past. So then you can transfer it back into the bottle, because if you buy ones with the sprays, they always end up a bit more expensive. So that is what I end up doing with fly spray. But if it's a really horrible day with flies and you don't want to put fly spray on, or if you want to have your horse covered up a little bit more, I thought I'd show you the horse's snazzy new fly rugs. Is it Burrito Casper? Burrito Casper? Yeah. Look at that, you adorable. So So Casper now has his new fly rug on, and this actually has zebra stripes on because it's been scientifically tested that flies are less likely to land because the stripes almost act as like an optical illusion, so they don't really know where to land. So that's why Casper is rocking the trendy zebra print here, and I'm also going to grab a fly mask as well, so then he can be matching, and also the flies aren't going to go for his eyes either. Yes! Can we get your ears in, Gaspy? Where are they? There we go. There we go. Casper is now in disguise, so when he's out in the field, you never know which horse it is. But anyway, no, he looks so cute. You can't really tell. Oh, no, I think he's happy. He's got his ears forward pretty much. You can just about see. They look so cute, little zebra ears. Anyway, so fly masks also work a little bit like horsey sunglasses, especially for ponies like Mickey, who has sensitive eyes or blue eyes. That really helps him because if not, he can go a little bit squinty, especially if it's a really sunny day like today. Also, a question I get asked all the time when you guys maybe haven't seen a fly mask before is, can the horses see out of here? Yes, they can see. If not, they'll be walking into fences and everything, and that would not be great. Hey! Anyway, so Casper here is ready and raring to go because I think he knows what my next barn hack is, and that might be something a little bit on the tastier side. Hey? You want to scratch? Is that what it is? You want a big scratch? You want a big scratch? Yes, big scratch. Good boy. Welcome back to this Esme kitchen. Kind of, I'm not in the kitchen, I'm at the stables, but we're going to be doing some kitchen activities. So this is what I like to call horse ice lollies. I know in America and different countries people call them popsicles, whatever you want to call them. So all you need are some apples or carrots or whatever fruit and vegetables your horses like, some water and a tub and a freezer. So what I am going to do, excuse you, Casper. I think he's ready for his treats. I'm going to cut up some apples because that is what I have at the moment, into nice small little pieces. Obviously not too small. They have to be big enough that your horses actually chew them and don't choke on them. I like to put them into little long bits like that, just so they're a little bit better for your horses to chew on. You don't want them to be too tiny. I've got 3 apples here, so oh my goodness. Everyone behind me is having a great time. They know that treats are on the way. And then once you have cut up the amount of... Joseph! No thank you. Once you have cut up your apples and put them in your little tub. Oh, actually, 2 apples might be enough. Pour in some water. Put on the lid, put it in the freezer, and then once it's frozen, you have got yourself a horse ice lolly. You can also put apple juice in here if you want to give your horses a little bit more of a treat. Obviously too much can be quite a lot of sugar. Obviously be careful, some horses can have allergies to different types of fruits. But there we go, I am going to go and grab one that I made earlier and see what Mickey thinks to it. And here we have it. Excuse that this used to be Max's old lunchbox. Hi Max, if you're watching, my younger brother. This one I decided to have apple and carrot in, so I'm gonna get it out of the tub, see what Mickey thinks. You can either keep it in the tub and hold it up for your horse to lick. There we go, licky boy. Is that yum? Good man. Or you can pop it out. Whoop. And put it in his stable. Oh, this is very cold on my fingers. Is it yummy? Oh, you can't quite chew it yet. That might be a little bit cold on your teethies. Joey, would you like some since you are so excited? Oh, he's gone for a big chew. He's gone for a big chew. Oh, Joey, I don't think you can fit that in your mouth, mister. No. Oh, my fingers are so cold now. You know what? I'm just gonna, there we go. I'm gonna hold it like this. No, my hands don't have anything. Gotta lick this. Ooh, slippery. I'm gonna put it back in the tub. There you go. Is that yum? Let me get all the water. Oh, Joseph, don't bite the tub. No. think he's happy. You happy? You happy, boy? Yes. Oh, he's going for it, lads. Num num, num, num num, 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 num num num. Casper, would you like some? Ooh, is it cold? Is it cold on your little snoot? Oh, he likes it. He's going for a big lick. God, you have got one powerful... Casper! It's fallen down. There you go. You have got one powerful nose. Look at that. Casper. It's gone. Where's it gone? Casper, you are on one today. Destruction mode. There you go. How long does it take a Casper to destroy a horse ice lolly? God, that could be a new food battle. The block of ice. If you have a horse that maybe doesn't like to drink as much in the summer, you can put apples in their water and do apple bobbing with them. Joey here is being very impatient. Have you finished your ice lolly, mister? Have you eaten that really quickly? Yes. Also with water, you can hose your horses down to cool them down. There we go. You have that apple, Joey. But anyway, guys, the end of my video is always a bit chaotic when all the horses are about. I have two very licky hones here. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you're new or have not done so already, please like and subscribe, as it really does help me out and I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you all next time. Bye. Casper's going for the hose pipe. Are you going for the hose pipe? There we go. I'll give you, can't forget about you. Give you some attention as well. Oh, you don't want it? You shy boy? You shy?